The Cuyahoga County Board of Elections says lines and rallies of hundreds on the first day of early voting in Ohio. In the 2008 election, more than 54,000 people voted early. And from the looks of today's turnout, that number could be double. And all 88 counties in Ohio opened the polls this morning. As of late this afternoon, here are how many turned out in several key counties. But the Northeast Ohio county with the greatest turnout is Cuyahoga. Today, more than 1,800 people voted at the Cuyahoga County Board of Elections.
Only 500 people voted on the first day of early voting back in 2008, and Election Day is still a month away. And with his own perspective on this, here's News Channel 5 anchor Leon Bibb.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Well, when lines form at the Board of Elections throughout Ohio, they catch my attention and the focus of news camera lenses. Voting and democracy is a cornerstone of America. They are what America is about. Democracy comes from the Greek demos, the people, kratin, to rule. The people rule.
It is the people who are in charge in this country. Elected officials don't get there without vote of the people they represent. My grandparents lived in a segregated society in the American South and were denied the vote because of their race. They did not live long enough to see the Voting Rights Act of 1965, guaranteeing the vote to all citizens. During my childhood in Cleveland, my parents often took me to watch them vote. They educated me on why the vote was important. Mother and Dad taught me well. I have not missed an election since I turned voting age. Even when I served in the Army in Vietnam, I voted absentee from a war zone.
You know, I often think of my grandparents and the fight to get the vote for every American. Since 1776, our nation has gone through a series of constitutional amendments strengthening the idea of voting, regardless of property ownership, gender, race, religion, etc. In Ohio, the vote has begun for those who choose to be heard. On this first day of early voting, I celebrate the idea of the ballot. I hope you do too. I'm Leon Bibb, and that's my perspective.
It's a precious right not to take for granted.
Get out and vote. Very well said, Leon.
Thanks.